The rain-slick pavement shimmered with the neon reflections of the bar opposite the apartment building. Its windows were clouded with the breath of strangers inside. My pulse pounded as I lingered in the alley, collar turned up against the drizzle, watching her figure disappear through the glass doors. Lena, my wife of 7 years, had left our home an hour earlier, claiming a late meeting. The words had hung in the air, hollow and uncertain. I'd followed her anyway, driven by a slow-burning ache that had been growing for months, suspicion, sharp and restless, like a splinter I couldn't dig out. Now I stood still, facing the doorman's expressionless stare, my voice cracking as I asked him to call her down. "Tell her it's James," I said. "Her husband." The air smelled of wet concrete and garbage, the kind of odor that stays with you. My fingers twitched for a cigarette I hadn't lit in years. Lena's late nights had started small, harmless. Client dinners, she'd said, her PR job demanding long hours. But the clues had gathered like dust, her phone always face down, the scent of a perfume I didn't recognize, a laugh that sounded brighter when she thought I couldn't hear. I'd tried to trust her, told myself I was imagining things, that love meant believing. But tonight, when she kissed my cheek and promised she'd be home by 10, I saw something in her eyes, guilt, fleeting but real, and I couldn't stay still. The doorman, a stocky man with a graying mustache, squinted at me through the drizzle. "Name again?" he asked, weary, like he'd seen this sort of scene too many times. I repeated it, stomach twisting. The lobby behind him gleamed with marble and soft light, too calm, too composed compared to the chaos in my chest. He lifted the phone, murmured something into it, and I waited. Each second stretched tight, unbearable. What did I expect? That she'd come down and laugh, tell me it was all a misunderstanding? Or that she'd confirm the fear I'd been swallowing for months? My mind drifted to better days. Quiet mornings over coffee, lazy evenings tangled together. The first signs of distance had been subtle. Her new passcode, the weekend she worked late, the faint trace of another man's cologne on her coat. I'd asked once, half joking, and she'd brushed it off with a smile. "My boss's aftershave," she'd said. "He overdoes it, doesn't he?" I'd wanted to believe her. Needed to. The doorman finally hung up. "She's coming," he said quietly, not meeting my eyes. My pulse spiked, dread and confirmation all tangled together. I stepped back, the rain cold against my neck. The door opened. Lena stood there, her auburn hair catching the light, her coat hanging open over a dress I didn't recognize. When she saw me, she froze, her eyes wide, her lips parting, searching for words that didn't come. The silence roared between us, louder than the city around us. "James," she said at last, her voice soft, trembling. "What are you doing here?" I wanted to shout, to demand the truth, but my throat felt raw, tight. "I followed you," I said, the words heavy, dull. "You said you had a meeting. This isn't your office." Her eyes flicked away, then back. "It's not what you think," she whispered, taking a step forward, her heels sharp on the wet pavement. "Can we talk about this at home?" "No," I snapped before I could stop myself. "Who's up there, Lena? Tell me." She flinched, twisting the strap of her purse, rain streaking her cheeks like tears. "It's just a colleague," she said quietly. "We were going over a campaign. I didn't want to worry you." A campaign. The word lingered in my mouth, sour and wrong, especially at 10 o'clock at night, in the dim hallway of our apartment building. My eyes burned, not from the rain streaking down my face, but from the truth pressing in on me. "I'm not an idiot, Lena," I said. Her lips trembled. For a fleeting second, I saw the woman I'd married, the one who used to cry during old movies, who squeezed my hand through my father's funeral, who felt real and soft and mine. But that moment vanished as quickly as it came. Her shoulders straightened, her face hardened. "You don't trust me," she said, her voice sharp, trembling. "You never have." The accusation cut deep. It wasn't just what she said, it was the flicker of truth behind it. Had my doubt driven her away? Was my constant second-guessing the real betrayal? I thought of the nights I'd stared at the ceiling, wondering if I was enough, if my predictable love and steady life could ever compete with the excitement she seemed to crave. But then I thought of the scarf that wasn't mine. The unfamiliar cologne. The locked phone. "Don't twist this around," I said, my voice shaking. I saw you go up there. I know you're lying. Her eyes welled with tears, but she didn't argue. The silence between us said everything. Rain blurred her face, washing away her mascara and the last remnants of denial. James, she whispered, her voice cracking. I didn't mean for this to happen. It just did. The words hit me like a blow. I couldn't breathe. I wanted to ask who, how long, why, but the questions tangled in my throat. Instead, images flashed through my mind. Our wedding, her laugh when I burned dinner, the way she'd nestle against me during storms. Now all of it felt hollow, like a photograph splintered beneath glass. Who is he? I finally managed. She hesitated, then said, It's Mark. From work. Her voice broke. It wasn't planned. It was a mistake. Mark. Her boss. The man with the overconfident smile and that heavy aftershave that lingered too long. I remembered the way he'd touched her arm at the company party, casual but too familiar. My hands balled into fists, but the rage gave way to something far heavier, grief. A mistake. I said bitterly. You've been lying to me for months. That's not a mistake, Lena. That's a decision. She reached toward me, but I stepped back. The space between us felt infinite. I still love you, she said through tears. I never wanted to hurt you. Then why? I shouted. My voice echoed down the wet street. The doorman looked over, but I didn't care. Why wasn't I enough? She sobbed, covering her face, unable to answer. Maybe there wasn't an answer. Maybe love was never about being enough, just about trying until the trying ran out. I turned away, my chest hollow, the rain hiding the tears I hadn't noticed. Each step back toward our apartment felt like dragging a weight behind me. I knew nothing inside those walls would ever look the same again. Later, I found the note on the kitchen counter, her handwriting rushed and uneven. I'm sorry. I'm leaving. You deserve better. Beneath it was a photo from our honeymoon. The two of us smiling, sun-drenched and oblivious, unaware of the fractures already spreading beneath the surface. I stared at it for a long time, feeling the ache of something irretrievably lost, wondering if, in the end, I'd been the one who failed her.